Well, in the last week, Craig's had a breakdown, so Tony and Michelle have been pulling their hair out. In fact, Tony's lost all his hair now. Let's see what's happening this week. Tony, Michelle, you guys have been doing a great job with Craig. He's down 25 pounds after 3 weeks.
25 pounds after 3.
So what was the thought process going into week 4?
Well, I'll tell you, my thought process was trying to make it interesting, keep it fun, keep it exciting, changing things up. So one of the things that I personally did for week 4 is I'm very competitive myself, Andrea, and I think people really maximize their true potential when there's a little bit of competition involved. So what I did is I have another trainer, another big boy, who I brought into the picture. I'm training him for racing cars, and I thought, you know what, why not pair him up with Craig and see how they do together? And it's been really challenging, and I think they've been having a lot of fun with it.
Okay, well, he's had some fun doing some competition. Anything else go on this week that's been interesting?
Well, I worked with getting him to start jogging on the treadmill.
Okay.
And doing more of like that interval back and forth, you know, going at a rest period, the ratio, and then up and then back and down. So up in his cardio. And, you know, just he's been working through a lot of things. And at one point, you know, he just had a little bit of a breakdown. And I had to really sit down and we really just had to have a big, nice talk and really, you know, bring prayer and spiritual and help from God.
Well, and I think that's a very interesting time when we get into this 3rd week and things start to change. Now we move into the 4th week, it's the end of the month. And it's been a lot of changes he's gone through.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
How do you guys think he's dealing with the fact that he's down, you know, 25 pounds and he looks differently to people?
Well, I think this is what really perpetuated the little breakdown that he's had with Michelle, and thank God he had it with her, as opposed to me. But
you just beat him up.
No, I think, you know, that was, you know, obviously in consulting with him and talking with Michelle, the big issue was he's feeling comfortable in his new body, and he's having the what if factor. What if I lose all this weight? How's it going to change my life? What's going to be different? Yeah. How am I going to react and respond to it? And it became a little overwhelming for him, I believe.
So the goal to lose is how many pounds?
77 pounds.
70 pounds. All right, well, let's see what Craig had to say about this week. So Craig, 3 weeks into it, you starting to feel any different?
I am. I feel myself gaining more endurance. I notice that when I do the runs to warm up and so forth, I usually could do a lap or 2 before I was winded, and now I can go a little bit longer. So I'm noticing an improvement.
Okay. How's the sports conditioning drills going? I know that Tony is really pushing you on this stuff.
It's torture at times. It's torture at times, and it's tough to think about how out of shape I really am, and how far I still have to go. So that's something that's a mental barrier I'm trying to get over as well, and understand that the improvements I'm making are going to be lifelong, and it's something I just have to kind of work through and continue to build upon.
Now, what about this competition stuff going on?
With my training partner, Denny. Yeah, Denny, race car driver. He's trying to get in shape. I told him all he has to do is learn how to do this, really. But no, he's getting fit. Those guys are athletes, and we're working with each other. The one thing that concerns me is when we do the medicine ball drills back and forth. He's about 6 inches taller than me. I'm just afraid I'm going to get whacked in the face with one of his shots. You know, and got to protect this.
Yes,
okay?
Of course.
Yeah,
this is your face, of course.
That's right.
How are the supplements going?
Supplements are going great. That's the simplest part of the program, in all honesty. You dump them out, you just don't. Yeah, but in combination with the food, again, I'm seeing some positive results. I'm feeling better, and people are noticing, starting to notice anyway.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Michelle mentioned that there was a little dip this week.
Yeah, you know, if there's one thing I can share with people in going through this journey, I mean, it's not just physical. I mean, it's a lot of it that's happening up here, and emotional as well. I'm going through a lot of transitions in my life right now, and a lot of changes are taking place, and I kind of wonder, coming out of the end of this, what it's all going to really mean, what it's all going to amount to. And that's kind of a scary prospect to think about, you know.
Hello, I'm Hadley Allen, and I've developed a training program that helps you lose weight, defy aging, and get stronger. The secret to getting your body to secrete human growth hormone is 2 ways. One is weight training. And what I advise in your weight training program is to change up your rhythm. For example, doing 1 rep ups quickly and then slowly coming down for 4 reps. Another way to challenge your body is through sprint conditioning. So when you're on the treadmill, warm up, then go as fast as you can for about 30 seconds, bring it back down to steady state. See if you can do that about 5 times. You can find more information of these tips and nutritional guidance on my website, boomingwithhadley.com. Thanks.